Yes. Till now we discussed about list interface, set interface. The list interface implementation classes, array list, vector, linked list. Okay, so this we discussed about the coming to set interface. So hash it, linked hash it, tree set, these classes we discussed. We discussed about the differences between the list and set interfaces also. Now the most important, another important interface is Java map. So earlier I discussed about this map interface. Whenever you want to save some key value phase, suppose in a college or school, the attendance register will be maintained. In the attendance register, student contains student number and student name. So here the name can be repeated. So David. So the same name can be having for two or three students, but the roll number is quite different for each and every student. It is unique number. So one person is having one ID, so that employee or student ID cannot be given to any other person. The name can be repeated. So here, key value. This is nothing but this is the way of storing the values, storing the objects in the key value page is called Java map interface. Okay, Java dot util dot map. J small letters, U small letter, M is uppercase letter, because M is interface, right? Interface is nothing but pure abstract class. So all class names, we know already, all class names must be start with uppercase letters. That's the reason interface names also starts with uppercase letter. Whereas java.util is a package given by the Java people, right? Now each key and value pair is known as an entry. Okay, a map contains unique keys. Keys cannot be duplicate, but the values can be duplicate. Already I told an example. In students attendance register, we may contain the employee student roll numbers cannot be duplicate. One, two, three, like that. So each student can have unique unique roll number, but the name can be repeated. Suppose one class can contain Srinivas. Srinivas can be two to three times it can be repeated. Venkat, it can be repeated. But the roll numbers which are given, those are not be repeated. Each student can contain some particular address. There's nothing but roll number. This key value pair is called entry. Okay. A map is useful to set, update, or delete elements on the basis of a key. If you want to search or update or delete elements, then on which basis we have to search, because keys does not allow duplicates, right? So we have to search. Suppose I called Srinivas in a class, then two three Srinivas will be there in a class. Three members will stand. But if I call roll number 101 or roll number 2, then only particular person was will be so stand. So here we have to search or update delete elements on the basis of key, not basis of value, because value can be duplicate, right? Next, Java map hierarchy. There are two interfaces for implementing map in Java. What are the interfaces? Map and sorted map. These are the sub interfaces actually. And three classes: hash map, linked hash map, and a tree map. Okay. So whenever linked means it is sorting. Okay. It's for insertion order. Insertion order. Hash map, linked hash map. Differences. Set. So hash set, linked hash set. Earlier we discussed. Hash set does not follow any insertion order. The elements which are inserting, those are not printing in the manner of insertion. Okay. So randomly it will takes the first element to last element to first, like that it will be printed. But linked hash set is nothing but it follows some particular insertion order. So first element will be printed in first place, second element will be second place, like that. So here also hash map and linked hash map. Hash map does not follow any order, but linked hash map follow the insertion order and a tree map. ascending order. The hierarchy of Java map is given below. This is then we'll do some examples how we can. So interface class. This color is interface. This color is class. Map sub interfaces are sorted. Only one sub interface is there for map. It is called sorted map. This sorted map have some sorry has subclass called tree map. Map contains two subclasses: hash map and linked hash map. Okay, these three classes are implementation classes of a map interface, and one interface, sorted map, is one of the interface which extends the map interface. A map does not allow duplicate keys, right? A roll number can be duplicate? No, it is not possible. An employee ID can be duplicate? No, it is not possible. But student name, it can be duplicate. Employee name, it can be duplicate. Alex, two employees can join the same company, but the name of the employees are same, even though but in any case, the employee ID is quite different between each other because it is unique value, right? So that's the reason keys are not duplicate, but you can have duplicate values. Hash map and linked hash map allow null keys and null values. One null key it can be accessible, and values now so many values null values you can accept, because null key if you add once, again if you want to try to add, it does not allow duplicate, right? But values can be duplicate. That's the reason you can need so many null values, but a tree map does not allow null key or null value. A tree map, in a tree map we should not add any null value or null key. Okay, null is not possible in tree map, but in the remaining classes like hash map, linked hash map, and the sorted map, so these three classes, we can add null values and null keys. But tree map does not allow null key or null value. Okay, a map cannot be traversed, so you need to convert it into using key set or entry set method. Traverse means like iterator. We traverse in each and elements, each of the elements we are reading by using iterator interfaces. Iterator interface we used earlier, right? Did you remember iterator itr is equal to collection list dot iterator we are calling, and while it dot has next method we are calling, and we are printing sop of it dot that list object dot next method we're calling. So like that we can print the element we printed earlier. If you see some examples in a list, we printed the elements, right? But here map does not having that feature. That's the reason they give some of the methods. You need to convert it into set using key set or entry set method. So a map does not contain any traversal type of methods. Traversal, cannot be having this traversal feature. That's the reason what we are doing. We are converting this map into set interface. Okay, so then we are by using which methods they provided, key set or entry set. These two methods we are using to convert the map into set. Okay. Can we use iterator on map interface? Is it possible? No. Then how we can read the elements of the map by using, so we have to convert this map to set. Then so how we can convert? By using key set comma entry set. These two methods will be useful for converting map into set interface. Okay, hash map. The subclasses are three classes are there. What are the classes? Hash map, linked hash map, tree map. What is hash map? Hash map is the implementation of map, but it does not maintain any order. Any insertion order does not follow. Okay, but linked hash map, it follows order. And what is tree map? Tree map means implementation of map and a sorted map. Two interfaces are there for tree map. Okay, one is sorted map is immediate interface, and map is super interface for tree map. It maintains ascending order. The elements added in tree map, these are printed in the ascending order. That's the reason it's following, it's processing the, it implementing the sorted map interface. Okay, what are the methods are available? So in map interface, in map interface, we have put method. In list interface or set interface, we have add method, right? We are using add method in set or list, right? But here in map method, in hash, in map interface, we have put method. Put is nothing but just like adding, insert an entry in the map. Okay, so entry is nothing but key and value both, right? Put all, it is used to insert the specified map in the another map. Okay, put option. Remove, we can remove one object by using key. Insertion, updation, and deletion in the map interface classes is possible by using only on keys, not on based on values, right? That's the reason. Okay, and how to convert one map into set by using key set method and entry set method. These two methods are useful to convert map interface into set interface. What are the syntax? So set key set. So if you call map object dot key set method, immediately the map object can be converted into set interface. Okay, like this also one method. Clear. Clear is nothing but it is used to reset the map. Okay, compute. So methods are not useful. So if you want to use, you can use by seeing the syntax of that method at that time. And int hash code equals, we already discussed it. Equals method checks the content of the particular object, whereas hash code checks the address of the particular location, right? Replace is nothing. Replace the particular value to another value. Okay, so this is the value. These are the actually the values. It returns the collection of the values. So all the elements will be returned by this method. Into size of the array will be defined, returned whenever you call this method. Map.entry interface. Another interface is called entry. Map.entry. It is an interface. Entry is a sub-interface of map, which is not given in the above images. So, so we will be accessed by map.entry name. It returns a collection view of the map, whose elements are in of this class. It provides methods to get key and values. Suppose I would like to read all the elements from the map. Is it any travel set is possible? No, like list and set, we don't have any iterators on for a map, so that we are converting into set interface, and later we are applying some of the methods for reading the keys and value. Suppose I have employee values, employee id comma employee name, 101 Krishna, 102 some Alex, 103 some Hussein. This type of collection we have. If we have, if you want to read the elements, so id and name individually. Suppose I would like to print only id values, I don't want to print the name, then I would go for this interface help, which is a interface map.entry. How we can print? Then we can see some example, then we'll get some idea. Get key, get value. Okay, these are the two methods. Get key, it prints the key value. Get value, it prints the value, that the particular name or some second type variable is there, that one. And equals checks the content of the particular method. Okay, suppose next some programs will do. These are the methods actually. Don't remember all the methods. Just remember the methods of adding, removing, and clearing all, and finding the key set, entry set, map.entry interface. Okay. These main important classes you can remember. Okay. Suppose I have in this program non-generic old style. So here generic is nothing but if you mention the data type here, okay, that's called generic. If you don't mention any data type, suppose we can add integer, character, float, any type of the data, right? We add it. Yeah, but if you want to mention only string, I want to add so only strings, then I will go for here. You can add the which type of data we are adding. That is called generic way. String. Here also we're adding. Now all the warnings will be these are the warnings actually. Okay. Reset of string. Okay. So if you add the particular data type here, that is called generic. If you don't add any data type, you can add so many as your wish. You can add string number or floating point value. You can add any type of the data, right? That is advantage of collection API. So let us take one more example. How we can save the data in collection hash map. It is one type of data, right? So we're storing in the collections by using key value pairs. New class. Hash map example. Suppose I would like to add some student information. So I would like to add only employee ID, comma employee name. Those details. So one variable can be ID, one variable can be name. So this type of data saving operations are came in our application. Then we're going for HashMap. Here, how we can define the HashMap? map. Some object name hm is equal to new map. This we can declare one object. So always right side should be interface. Left side should be interface. Right side should be subclass. Otherwise, right side left side should be same. Hash map space object name is equal to new hash map. Like that also can define. But don't change map to here because only interface is nothing but father, right? Subclass is nothing but child. Child can get the properties from father, but father cannot get the properties from child. So don't interchange. Interface should be always left side. The reference will be created by using subclasses. If your system is slow, then you should remove this dot temper. and also recent. Remove those files. The system speed will be increased a little bit. Okay. So now, so I created this one, but Java compiler unable to identify what is this map. So I click on this one, click fix. Which package it is there? Java.util package. Okay, and map also. Import map. Now both are implemented. Still, it is showing yellow color, right? It is nothing but raw type. So we have to add data types also. If you don't add also, there is no issue, but warning will become. Okay. So okay. Now what is my intention is I would like to save the values of student number and name, right? That's the reason. So what are the parameters you have to give? First one is integer, right? The employee ID or student roll number will be integer. So int value is the key and string value is name. Okay. So we have to add here. Yeah, map of integer comma here also uh, integer comma string. So I'm adding integer comma string. Now we observe here HM object is created but it is not used. So we have to when you I want to add 101 comma 1 comma English. This is one value and this is one entry right? So one entry. So how we can add? But for adding we have put method, right? In HashMap put of 1 comma. So let's add hm dot put. Okay. 2 comma some value you can give. Like this you can add and print the HM. Then the values will be not printed in ascending order. It prints randomly. The first value can be printed last time, last place, like that. So to avoid this one, that one we have to use linked here, right? So there.